Cool, this lag. Hello, it's Jade Rants from Twitter if you know me from Twitter, or Atreus if you know me from playing video games. If you read the title of this video, I want to start off by saying that I do not mean any of this in a malicious way. I am just speaking from my own experience and how I perceived things and how things felt leaving the community. In many religious cults, followers are told that the leader or founder is always right. Those who ask questions, stir up any potential dissent, or behave in any way that puts their loyalty into question are often punished. Now, clearly, there is no leader in this community. There's not this one person that they worship, but it is a set of beliefs that they worship. The way that a religious cult would be, it's just a set of beliefs. And if you start to question anything, even if you ask questions, that is wrong. If you say that you are thinking about detransitioning, if you start to question or show signs of doubt about your transition or even signs of regret, they will bully you. You will be punished for it. At first, they will make it seem like that's not what they're doing. My friends tried to do an intervention with me to figure out what my identity truly was, because it couldn't be a woman. It had to be maybe non-binary or a demi boy. I couldn't possibly be a woman. I couldn't possibly regret testosterone because testosterone is a cure to all happiness. I couldn't possibly not want that anymore. There are some people that are truly innocent and that's what they truly believe because that is how it's advertised. They advertise testosterone as a magical potion that will cure all your insecurities, anything that you're sad about. It will all go away with this and you will be happy. The whole trans joy thing, you're going to be so happy and this is something to be celebrated. And that is how they treat it. I was literally celebrated for injecting menopause into my body, essentially. Deceptive recruitment tactics. Cult recruitment typically involves around convincing potential members that they have been offered something they do not have in their current lives, which is what I just said. This magical potion is the cure to everything. It's the cure to your discomfort. It's the cure to your awkward puberty. It's the cure to your period cramps. It's the cure to sexual harassment. I do think some of it is innocent because a lot of these people have been lied to, not just by Big Pharma, but because there are intentionally deceptive adults and groomers that have passed along this misinformation. Those who are marginalized by society have a minimal support network of friends and family, and who feel like they don't belong are prime targets for cult recruiters. By offering potential members a chance to be a part of something special, whether spiritual, financial, or social, they are typically able to lure people in. It's people that are in a vulnerable mental state. I think it all just stems from insecurity and wanting to feel like you're special, wanting to feel like you belong, especially if you grew up bullied, or maybe you just don't, maybe you're just lost. Me, for example, I was bullied. I didn't belong with the boys or the girls because the girls hated me for no reason and the boys sexualized me. Typically, recruiters read with a low-pressure sales pitch. It's kept low-key and recruits aren't told about the true nature of the group immediately. Exclusivity in faith. Most religious cults demand that their members give them exclusively. Participants are not permitted to attend other religious services and are told that they can only find true salvation through the teachings of the cult. Again, if you believe anything else, even slightly, you're wrong. You're a horrible person. It's invalidation. You will be saved. You will be saved from all the pain. Intimidation, fear, and isolation. Cults typically isolate members from their family, friends, and coworkers outside the group. Members are taught early on that their only true friends, their real family, so to speak, are other cult followers. Right here, this right here is the biggest indication that this is a cult. Again, I am not saying that it's a cult maliciously, in the same way that there are innocent people that have escaped cults, right? They are victims. They are innocent. They escaped. They talk about their experiences. This isn't malicious. In my mind, I'm a survivor of a cult. I really am, in my mind. Am I a bad person? Am I a bad person because I had a period in my life where I was a part of that cult and was spreading these beliefs to other people? No, I was lied to and I was manipulated into it. That doesn't make me a bad person. They tell you that your real family doesn't love you, especially if they do not accept you wanting to go on hormones. And that it doesn't matter because they're your real family and they accept you. Therefore, they love you, not the people that birthed you or raised you. They don't have your best interest in mind, but these strangers do. Since a cult can only continue to operate with power and control, leaders do everything they can to keep their members loyal and obedient. When someone begins to make attempts to leave the group, that member often finds themselves on the receiving end of financial, spiritual, or even physical threats. I mean, you see this all the time. I experience this. I experience threats, vile, nasty words targeted towards me for simply leaving. And it's not just now, but when I was actively trying to leave. My friends that I had been friends for with years said the meanest things straight up. They completely tossed out my friendship. They said nasty things to me just because I decided to stop taking testosterone. And it honestly really hurt because in general I am a loyal person, but felt like they had thrown away years of friendship over something so stupid because that's what they did. I valued their friendship and their presence, our memories together, and for them to throw it away, especially when one of them had been that I had grown up with, essentially. That was crazy to me. That was absolutely insane. How could you throw away 8 years of friendship over different beliefs? Here is a tweet that I saved. He worded it perfectly. Opposition of critical thinking, check. Separation from loved ones and family members, check. Considering you want to keep parents in the dark about their child. Isolating members and punishing them for leaving, check. Minimize and discourage access to non-cult sources of information, check. Make extensive use of cult-generated information and propaganda, check. Require members to internalize the group's doctrine as truth, check. They instill fear such as fear of the outside world, check. He just worded it perfectly. Very simple. Didn't need a video. Didn't need a whole video of this, but he did. I also don't think acknowledging this is a bad thing because the community was not like this. It was not cult-like. There was no violence towards women. If you are a part of the community, call it out when you see it. Call out these cultish tactics. I truly do feel for the people that get trapped into this cult and these beliefs because it's a dark place to be in. I know because I've been there, but I think I have the most sympathy for the family members of these people. These children are being taught how to manipulate their families and being taught to hate them, to leave them. You can't really blame the child because they are vulnerable and doing what they're told is the right thing and what is the wrong thing. You know, these parents and family members are also victims. There were years that I could have spent building a bond with my dad, but I didn't do that because it was groomed. And that is something I will forever regret. So parents, if you have a daughter that is considering transition, I regret it. I regret not listening to my parents. I should have spent time with my parents. Those years are something you will never get back. Of course, you can rebuild a bond and pick up where you left off, but I shouldn't have been spending my teen years listening to strangers. I'm a stranger too, but I made those mistakes so you don't have to. Thank you for watching. This might have been a little short. I don't know what's up with my camera. I plan on having more structured, better videos than this. This one was just kind of random. If you're interested in this topic or my journey, you can follow me on Twitter, Jade Rants. Not Jade or Ants, Jade Rants. Or if you don't want to hear about that all the time, I stream video games on my Twitch account called Atreus. I don't talk about this topic there, I just enjoy video games. You can ask me questions there if you like. I will talk about it occasionally if it comes up, but I just use that space to unwind. If that's something you're interested in, I don't know. Thank you for watching.